Mitch is right about one thing. There are some big decisions that have to be made, but it's over. It has been a long road, but it is finally over. Now what? Now we just wait. Look, honestly, nobody knows what Shad's thinking. We're all just kind of sitting here waiting and trying to see what he's going to do. We don't know what he's thinking. We don't know what he's planning to do, so we wait. Honestly, I'm not that good at waiting, so I'm so glad you asked what I would do, because I got an answer for you. The first thing I would do, I'd fire Doug, Trent, Prescott get in there, Ryan Nielsen. Look, honestly, a U-Haul truck is $19.95. That's honestly a life lesson. $19.95 is all it costs you to get somebody out of your life. Less than $100. Each one of these guys could all have their own U-Haul truck. Shad, I will Cash App you that right now. Go on ahead and line them up outside the Miller Electric Center tomorrow. After I get these guys and their U-Haul trucks out the parking lot, I'd bring in my next guy. I'd go get Will McClay. Now, he would be the next general manager for the Jaguars if you ask me. He's been the man behind the scenes in Dallas while Jerry Jones is the owner acting as general manager. He's the guy that's making those roster decisions that has stacked that roster with talent. Think about this. There's always frustration from Cowboys fans about why they don't make it as far as they'd like to, because they have the talent and they don't live up to it. He brings the talent and the coach has to do with that. He's passed up on general manager jobs in the past because he wanted his son to finish high school there in Dallas where he started. You know what? He's a good dad. Made a promise to his son. He lived up to it, because good news for the Jaguars, his son graduates this year. Huh. Look at timing, Will. And you know what? Also, small world. Will McClay got his NFL start with the Jaguars right here in Jacksonville under the Weavers, but back in 2001. So bringing him back here to lead the team as the general manager would kind of be the full circle moment for him. Now, to go along with general manager Will McClay, the head coach one, look, it's honestly easy. Everyone wants this guy. Everybody wants Ben Johnson. He's the belle of the ball. He's on everybody's Christmas list. He was the guy that Santa was trying to get him because all the fan bases wanted him under the Christmas tree. If I say any other name at this point, it would be a disappointment. He's the guy that it should be. There's a couple other guys that I'd be interested in, and we'll talk about those as we move forward, but Ben Johnson's the guy. Look, you pair Ben Johnson with Trevor Lawrence, and you just let that Jaguars offense cook. Let him try and make Trevor a star. Now, once you get McClay and you got Johnson in the fold, then there's some hard decisions that you got to start talking about. One of them's Christian Kirk. Look, he's been the topic of discussion since the trade deadline when there were rumors about him being on the block and rumors about the Pittsburgh Steelers calling. But he got hurt, so that deal didn't materialize. Honestly, I'd keep him. I'd try and rework the contract. Look, at the end of the day, the goal is still to surround Trevor Lawrence with as many weapons as possible. And while Parker Washington is a guy that represents a cheaper option, how much confidence does a combination of Brian Thomas Jr., Parker Washington, and Gabe Davis instill in anybody? That's not a shot at any of them, but that's not going to say, whoo, defensive coordinators are going to be up at night. You got to keep this guy because you got to put talent around Trevor. Now, Parker's got to show he can be a more consistent option before you can cut the cord, so that means you keep the veteran until you're ready to make that move. Now, there are some other moves along the way, but I'm going to jump straight ahead to the draft. The Jaguars have locked up the 5th pick. With any luck, Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter will all go before the Jaguars on the clock. That leaves just one pick ahead of them that you got to worry about. And if the Jaguars have any sort of luck, Toria McMillan will still be on the board when they hit the clock at number 5. Yes, I do. I want the Jaguars to draft another wide receiver in the 1st round. I mean, how could I not? He's a 6'5" monster. And I just said, you want to surround Trevor Lawrence with as much talent as possible. And this guy is talent. Think about this. Brian Thomas Jr., Toria McMillan, to go along with Christian Kirk, Evan Ingram, Travis Etienne. Oh, with Ben Johnson drawing up all the plays, that would be fun to watch. Yeah, the defense has problems, but the draft doesn't end after round 1, so there's still time to fix that. Look, honestly, that's what I would do. But Shad didn't ask me, so now we just kind of got to sit and wait until we find out what he's going to do. Hopefully it's not a long wait, because I don't wait very well. But we'll talk more about it on the next episode of Teal the Show. We'll have Frank Frangie in the building.